did you let me come on here looking like this? You didn't communicate with me.
I had my love on, and I communicated with you very, very
I did
thoroughly.
not take... Well, I did take a bath.
Yeah.
I did wash my hair. No, but you know what happened? It's raining outside, y'all.
It's not just raining.
It is like super raining.
Pouring.
And so my hair got wet. And hey, Amy, what's up? Hey, some guy. So, yeah, so, well, look, next Friday, y'all,
it's Friday,
when payday
Friday,
comes,
Friday.
I'm cutting like this much off.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I got to cut the dead ends off.
No.
I'll let it grow back.
No.
I promise. But I have to. All y'all women in here that have had dead ends, tell Jason, it's looking raggedy. It's time to cut it, right? Right?
No.
Just tell me.
Well, that answered my question. I was fixing to ask Rose if they're getting rain, and she's like,
of course they were.
Loving
yeah,
it. No, you gotta turn around so everybody sees the picture.
What's up? Hey, I look pretty cute like this.
You look pretty cute in anything.
Just saying.
Just saying.
So we learned something very valuable at the HOA conference this year. My daughter can wear any hat, and it's frustrating. Any hat she wants. See? Yes, a little trim. I'm not saying I'm going to cut it all off. I just need to cut like
Not hearing it.
About 2 or 3 inches off. That word of mouth sells rocks. Yeah.
This is me. La 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 la. Not hearing it.
Okay, well then when all my hair falls out because I didn't take care of it.
It's not gonna fall out.
Jason, I had hair as long as Robin. I went from that to what you saw. It's a pain to deal with. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying I need to cut a little bit off.
No.
Hey Tracy, what's up?
Not listening to it. Just not.
Yeah. Oh, but I was showing. No, I'm not showing like 5. Maybe I am. Maybe the bottom layers. Yeah, maybe. But so I need to cut because this is in layers. So I need to cut like the bottom layer needs to come up like maybe 2 inches. Are you trying to find your ruler?
I think the girl's.
Oh, he found it. Okay. 2 inches. Where's 2 inches at? Ow, 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 ow. It's about that much.
Hello?
About that much.
That's not 2 inches. I'm not even that bad.
Yeah, isn't this a nice shirt? It's probably one of my favorite shirts. I was so glad that it's getting cold so I can wear my smudge shirt. I love this t-shirt. Absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
You are not old and impatient. Yep. Yes, it is a very, very comfy shirt. And not only do I love the graphic on the shirt, but the actual shirt itself is super, super, it's back.
Stop touching!
I'm sorry.
No touchy.
I'm sorry. There it
No. No touchy.
It is really raining, but it was just a snafu.
Well, no, it's raining bad, and here, when it's raining like this, bad things happen. But we're back.
Yeah, but we're back.
Anyway.
Yeah, refresh.
I have no idea what this thing is.
It's called a mug hug.
I am talking.
Good job, April.
Oh, when I made the joke, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Sorry.
Anyway, my wife makes this. I have no idea what it is. I do know that when you got a hot mug, you can grab it here. But I'm a dude. Okay? Dudes don't hold mugs like this. Okay? We hold mugs like this. We hold mugs like this.
Right, but when you...
Right. But here, let me finish talking. Here's the problem with this thing. I got like a super kung fu grip on this thing right now because Daddy is afraid if he doesn't, it'll go zoop. And Daddy don't want to, especially this mug.
Oh yeah, that's an important
Oh, yeah, that's
move.
important. Oh, yeah, now you grab for the Kung Fu grip. But it's hugging the muggy, and I think they need to be a little bit shorter because every time I go to drink,
Oh, you get it on your mouth. Yep.
I'm drinking.
I think
Yarn is yarn.
yarn is yarn. I think this was one of my first attempts, so it was a much larger one.
Now, what it would be good for.
Oh God, here we go. That's what Jason always. That's what he thought it was for.
It's a ninja attack. I come after you, Master Shredder.
And Tracy, to answer your question, or whoever answered about the camo, yes, I can make them in camo.
Everybody
it's
was
easy.
kung fu fighting. Ding, 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 ding.
Yarn is yarn. Beards are gross. Soap is soap. That's right. That's exactly right.
So, all right. So, first things first. I've been anxious all day to open this. But some guy sent this to me and said, he was like, I'm putting this in the mailbox and boudin this and other Cajun words this, and you're not allowed to open it until it gets to your house, and you have to do it on a live stream and a whole bunch of other Louisiana talk.
Loma said, beards are gross. I'm faux offended. Instead of so offended.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So.
Maniacal laughter. Hello, Cecilia.
So.
Cheesecake.
It's probably got some Louisiana voodoo in it or something.
I think I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
I'm not going to say.
Because you're scared because you don't know what it is.
No.
Then what is it?
I'm not going to say. I'm going to message somebody.
Do the message. All right. I'll just...
Haha, it doesn't stick. It's because of my soap. My soap doesn't make my skin to where it can stick to something.
Oh, one thing and it was that, now did you?
No, I wasn't thinking
One
of
thing-
that. Let me see. I'm going to stop.
It's some basil. Basil.
Hello, Food Forest Permaculture.
It's some okra.
Okra. What kind of okra is it? That's what I want to know.
Ooh.
Homestead in the Highlands. Hello.
Ooh.
What is that?
Homegrown cayenne pepper seasoning.
Ooh.
I want to taste that. I'm going to taste that on the live. I'm going to taste it. I'm not scared.
Do you remember how our family okra? Okay. Do you remember how hot cayenne is? That's what I thought it was.
Yep.
I thought there was going to be one of those in there.
Now, for those of you that don't know, my real good special friend
Yeah, you can go ahead and taste this all you want.
from Louisiana. What kind of nut?
It's a slide. It's so that it can
What is
slide.
this?
You are such a dork. Just slide it. You just slide it so that it'll fit. And then you can just adjust it. Like that.
It still ain't gonna fit around my big old grate.
Well, take your darn head. Now do it. Yeah, see, look at you. You done figured it out. He's so smart.
Now, my good friend, my special good friend down there in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
I call him just some guy. But you guys probably know him
Burn your mouth off like patchouli oil.
as Bassard Homestead. He makes these.
Mm-hmm.
He has them on his website. He custom made these. Now these are horseshoe nails that he wrapped with wire. Now these are the Marine Corps colors.
So cool.
Marine Corps colors. Scarlet and gold.
Very, very cool.
And a cross.
Let me see it.
See?
That is super, super cool.
I
I'm
have-
officially a little jelly.
I have one, you don't.
I know. I'm jelly. It is very nice.
So, Bassard, if you could put up your link to your Etsy store, please.
Yeah, since you are a...
Yes.
Takes a bow. There you go. Will you refresh that? Because this is driving me crazy.
What?
That it's like at. Just want to be able to see. There we go. That's much better.
Why? You don't.
It does. It does matter because you didn't pop out the chat. Does the nail have nickel in it? I don't know. Ask. Nailed it.
What color do you want, Robin?
Hi guys, Jason. Did you wear your kilt to HOA?
No,
he
I
forgot
was
it.
rushed out of the house, even though we had uber amount of time to get there, and I forgot, along with my socks.
Amy, my favorite color is purple.
You gotta have two colors.
Well, I'm not telling you to do purple and gold because that will tick off my son. So let's not do that. I don't know. Purple and something. Purple and so I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, so by a list of thumbs up, how many of you want to see me taste test this tonight? Because I'll do it. Because I'm not scared, unlike some people.
Look, I know how hot. Hey, what's up, Homestead?
Homestead. Okay, the Homestead is here. So while we're waiting for all of the thumbs up, because I know none of y'all care about me and want to watch me suffer.
Yep, look at them. Only one, Cecilia.
Only Cecilia.
No, we don't want you to get hurt. He won't get
Only
hurt.
Cecilia.
Wait,
Cecilia, send me your mailing address. I'm going to send you a special gift, and it's going to be a surprise.
And for real, we are going to send stuff out. We have been horrible about sending stuff out. I promise it'll happen this week. We've been waiting since the conference and cash to try and mail all this stuff out. So it will be happening this week.
Okay, Homestead. I'm probably going to go down in history as the worst beekeeper
ever.
Ever. And you'll probably stop talking to me after I ask this question. And I understand if you do. You remember those swarm traps that we were celebrating about that we're
so excited.
We're so excited about because we put out 4 and caught 3 swarms a long time ago. Well, let's just say I got this friend who also put out 4 swarm traps and caught 3 swarms in them. But he was a disgrace to the beekeeping community and forgot all about them until he went to go check his deer stands and then remembered that he still had the swarm traps out with 3 swarms of bees in them that are, by the way, at my friend's place, those bees are doing fantastic in those very large swarm traps that have like 6 or 8 frames in them.
Dude, mug code black coffee in a mason jar without making a face. What's up, Woody?
I was thinking of telling my friend that he could probably, in order to use his deer stands this year, considering today was opening day of rifle season.
Hey, Max, happy Homestead. Welcome.
That he could probably bring those swarm traps off of the deer stands. Place them where he was going to place his hives. Don't remove them out of the swarm traps. But just place them where he was going to put those hives. And then make sure they stay well insulated for the winter. And then in the springtime, transfer them over to a hive body.
Or is his friend just going to lose the bees because he was incompetent this year?
I wouldn't go as far as to call him incompetent. I could go as far as say his wife didn't back him up. you know. But I'm not saying that. So do you think my friend would be okay?
She's too busy laughing at your friend right now. Whoa! For the Big Bear Acme Roadrunner Bee Swarm Trap. So, did you move them?
No, I didn't. What do you mean, did I move it? We're talking about my friend here. Whoa.
Nice.
Thank you, Dragon's Talon.
Thank you, Dragon's Talon. It's always the wife's fault for not reminding us.
We're talking about my friend. I'm trying to help my friend.
Oh, yeah, you're helping your friend, all right.
Sometimes I feel like he's the only friend I got.
Let me pull that knife out of your bag real quick. Okay, did your friend move them yet?
No, I have not. I mean, my friend has not. My friend.
How many hives do we have? None right now. We have our friend has a few swarm traps full.
So, I was going to tell my friend that he could move them off of the deer stands, down out of the tree, and into the location where my friend wants to keep the bees.
Mm-hmm. Is it your friend Ahmed?
Guys, just won't let a guy have one, will you?
No. Well, this is not good. Not good for your friend.
Not good for our budget, because if I can't move them out of them deer stands, guess what I'm going to buy?
What?
More deer stands. Oh, ain't so funny now, is it?
You may just have hunting buddies. Jason, is your friend imaginary?
I wasn't going to pull... I mean, my friend wasn't going to pull them out of the swarm trap. I was just going to... okay. I was just going to bring box and all down and place them, make sure they were insulated, and then in the spring move them from the swarm trap into the...
actual...
Langstrom hive.
Langstrom hive, yeah. Wear your suit to hunt. Would your friend mind if I came and picked one up?
Everybody's got jokes.
Amy, I don't know if you're even trying to count at this point, because your video from 4 months ago may have given you away. Strap them first, ask Ben. Well, I mean...
Yeah, they're going to be strapped. Oh, there ain't no way I'm moving them.
It's too many to count. I know, right? I stopped counting. Yeah, I never started because I knew.
I think we scared off the Homestead.
She might be writing like more than.
She might be calling the
Beekeepers Association.
Mm-hmm.
750.
But in all honesty, your friend could probably move them the night before, close them up next morning.
To your other friend's farm.
Thank you.
That's what we were thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
We were telling.
I wanted to make sure.
But we need to keep them. I mean, he needs to keep them.
Oh, now you're going to try to act funny.
He needs to keep them. Keep them in the box. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you, ma'am.
What about feed? Do we need to feed them or anything? That was going to be my other question, because I
mean, they got 6. Well, they probably got 6 plus deeps in there. I'm thinking
We
that it's
caught them
probably going to be a mess.
We caught them at the beginning of the season, so they've been building in that box all summer long.
And there was a space below the frames that was about another 6 inches or so.
Yeah. Ask Ben how not to move the box. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just keep the laughs going.
Is goldenrod in bloom in your area?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. All the way from Louisiana.
They're going to do what they're going to do. Okay.
Homegrown cayenne pepper seasoning, which I done rubbed all of the markings off of the thing. So here we go. Oh, that smells so good. Did you smell it?
I smelled it, yeah. Then you most likely don't need to feed them.
Here we go.
Are we going to Stivers? No, I wish we could. We just can't.
Well, you can't say that yet. We're still waiting to hear back from Enterprise. If Enterprise does what we were talking about with the one guy doing, then we'll be going.
But it's like next weekend. We're not. I don't think we're going to hear back from them.
Okay, here we go. That is good. Wow. No, taste it. That is good.
Do I have dumb written across my forehead?
All right, don't taste it. That is wow.
Don't touch your face with your fingers. Rub your eyes.
That is soup. Guys, that is phenomenal.
Is it spicy? Ooh, God, it's tickling the inside of my nose.
I like spicy stuff. So, I mean, afterwards now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got a little bit.
I
Got a little bit to it. But the flavor, there's that. I want more. That stuff is like, wow. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not going to stick my finger in there and eat another one.
Yeah, and everybody's saying wash your finger before you go to the bathroom because we have some, we grew some cayennes this year as well. And our problem is we grew them in the same bed.
I will be done with this by the end of the week. I can tell you that much right now. That's going on my eggs. That's going on this. Dude, seriously, I will buy some of this from you. Guys, if you like spicy stuff, hit up Bassard Homestead. Ask him how much for this, because for real.
If he's making it, he may not. I don't know.
He needs to make it. You guys need to market this. I'm not playing. I'm for real. This is fantastic. I wish you would taste it. I wouldn't do as big as one as I did.
So, Loma Acres sent us an email. We met them, Chris and his son. We met them at the Homesteaders of America conference.
Super surprised at that. I thought it was just going to burn my face off. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't like it when you do it?
No, I'm just channeling my Jason. Just gonna be like you.
Okay.
I met Chris and his son at the Homesteaders of America conference.
That's Sprout, right?
And yes, Little Sprout
Little
and
Sprout.
Papa Sprout.
Little Sprout.
And awesome.
Oh, Brunswick stew.
Awesome kid, by the way. Very, very cool. And Chris, you're not too shabby yourself. But anyway, Chris came up and asked Jason about keto. And Jason was talking to him about how he kind of struggled with it, and there was really no accountability. He couldn't really get into trying to be accountable. And so he sent us an email today.
Okay.
You just haven't seen it yet because I usually do a lot of the email stuff. Asking about doing a collab. So
Okay.
you guys
Let's do it.
need to get together and figure out the details on that. I think he left your name or his name and phone number and all that stuff so that you can get in touch with him.
Why don't you kiss me?
No. I know what cayenne is like. I got it. We grew some too.
Amy said as a meat rub.
I imagine it would be great.
That'd be good on some bacon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It'd be good in some of the
butt.
It would be good in some of the stuff that I learned how to make at the conference. Like some chorizo and stuff like that. I think
You better do it right.
That's all I got for you right now there, baby.
I'm not taking it down till you do it right. Nope. There you go. All right.
Anyway, we grew some cayenne this year too, and it was super super hot. And then the green peppers. We planted green peppers in the same bed as the cayenne.
That was a huge no-no.
So we had a learning experience on.
I don't know if it'd be good on shrimp.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Because
know.
red chili pepper is really good on it, so I would think it would be good.
I love my shrimp boiled in a big honking thing of butter.
I took the seeds out of some of my peppers and then touched my face. Yeah, no bueno. Mix it with cocoa powder and espresso. Yeah, that would be good too. Like a hot and sweet would be really good. I bet it would be good with honey.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a hot and sweet and spicy kind of person.
That's why she.
I wonder if any of those tiny little evil Thai peppers are left in. Wait, what? Any of those tiny little evil Thai peppers are left in the garden? Is that something you grew, Suburban?
Can y'all hear the rain?
Because we grew some cayenne and we also grew Tabasco, and they were both super 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 hot. We planted our peppers in succession. Bells next to banana, next to jalapenos, next to cayenne. So, yeah, we put the bell without knowing that peppers are the one that are most readily willing to cross-pollinate.
Is Rose still in here? I want to know how hard it's raining up there.
And the bell peppers turned out to be super, super, super spicy. Like, crazy spicy. And they're really, really hot. So, anyway.
I had a whole bunch of stuff I was going to talk about tonight, but that pepper seasoning just... Oh, and I'm not trying to be ugly, but I know, firemen have the reputation of being able to cook, right? Look.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking he was that good.
Brett, to be completely honest, it wasn't even a prank, but I wish we had caught it on film. Because we went to grab peppers to cook out of the garden and didn't know that they had cross-pollinated. And Carol took them in and started chopping them up. And you know how when you chop the top off, usually there's a little bit on the top, and she was chewing on it, eating it, and all of a sudden,
she went to
somebody
squall. I thought she cut her finger off.
We really did. We thought we were going to have to take her to the hospital. We turned a corner, and she's, oh my God, what is wrong with this pepper?
How'd that go again? How'd that go again?
Anyway, so yeah, it was really funny. In the winter, I mix cayenne and honey with a hot cup of coffee. Yes, I have heard. Yeah, I've heard people using cayenne and honey in tea. Let's see. So, we've still got about half an hour. The thing that what all did we get done this week? Because we had a shorter week this week because we didn't get back here until Monday.
Right.
So
this week was extremely busy.
Yes.
And let's see. All right. Let me see how I can word this. You guys have been asking for Robin to get back in the kitchen. No. You've been asking for more of Robin's cooking videos, and After long conversations, tremendous amount of emails, Facebook messengers, and people coming up at the HOA, Robin has agreed to start putting out
Good night, Kill the Gardener.
cooking videos again. So Robin's going to shoot for every Monday to
Is she
put
turning red? No, it's just my natural color.
to put out a cooking video. Also, we are hoping, don't hold us to us, but we are hoping by the end of November to have our cookbook available. That way you guys can order our cookbook. And to start to kind of kick off our big plans for 2020. And this is me more asking. Robin is going, as you can tell when she tackled me the last video a couple weeks ago. Robin announced that she was going to be taking over more of doing the YouTube videos. I'm still going to put out educational videos here and there. Like got one coming out about a chicken coop. But Robin's going to take on the role of doing a more kind of let you know what happened on the homestead that day kind of vlog kind of thing. You guys, please leave comments underneath her vlogs. Robin is very self-conscious. Is that the word? About her doing the vlogs.
I wear aprons. What's up? I was thinking about you
At the HOA.
Well, at the HOA, but then today, I was going through and looking at one of our. I know y'all have seen it before. We've done a book. Done it in live stream before. The meat book. I was looking through since I took the class on curing and preserving. I wanted to look and see what recipes they had in there, and they're really lacking in the pork. I didn't realize just how much they were lacking. It's really a lot of beef stuff, not as much pork. But one of the recipes in there was
Scrapple.
And I was thinking about Scrapple.
That little heater that Mama put in here has now got this place in here.
I probably need to turn it down some.
So.
I need to turn it down a little bit. I was super cold this
All right, Francine, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming by, and we will be in touch.
Kim killed her first possum last week. Woo-woo.
What? All right. You gonna cook it and eat it?
Yuck.
Okay, so that's on the way. So we've kind of been slacking on the whole video production, trying to get stuff ready for HOA and trying to get all of this stuff coming up for our big announcement on December 31st.
Oh my gosh, she's killing me. Right now, it's jalapeno cheddar venison sausage.
I'm moving to Pennsylvania.
You are so cruel, I'm just saying.
I know, right?
So cruel. Anyway, so we're gonna be working on some stuff like that. Yeah, I need a Broussard t-shirt, because see, then I could represent Broussards. Just saying. That's one thing that I do. I love being able to wear other people's shirts, not just
ours. To wear it
ours.
the last Saturday of the month.
Yeah, but I wear them around.
Oh, we wear them around town. I mean,
all the time.
Mountain Life Montana called me out. I think it was on somebody else's live stream.
No, it was when we were
Mama grows.
Broussard, let me see if I have what sizes I have, because it's about time for us to put in another order.
Hi.
But we're trying to decide if we can find someone a little bit.
Well, look, I went to my printer. I even got it on a Marco Polo. And I was like, because my buddy Brett Bassar was talking about how he went to his printer. He kept saying he was going to his printer to get his printer to print off t-shirts, stickers, and all these things. And I was like, wow, all you got to do is go talk to the printer. So I walked over to my printer, and I was like, hello, Mr. Printer. Can you please print me off some Big Bear Homestead stickers, t-shirts, flyers, hoodies, sweatpants, yoga pants, all that stuff. And my printer didn't even turn on. So he must have a magic printer over there in
he must.
In Louisiana. And I want to talk about my buddy Brett Bassard. I tried.
Mimsy said, I'm still waiting on a Big Bear Homestead t-shirt too. Get in line, Mr. Some Guy.
I want to talk about my friend, Mr. Brett Bassard, for a minute.
Oh, okay.
As you guys know, I have struck up a very valuable friendship with Mr. Bassard, a.k.a. Some Guy.
A.k.a. Some Guy.
I go to his live streams, and we have a game. Him and his cronies come to my live stream, and they try to make us laugh. And they succeed a lot with Robin, because all they have to do is say poop, and Robin laughs. Which, by the way, should not count, but we're not going to split hairs. Because all I have to say for them is Leroy Jenkins. But my friend Brett kind of hurt my feelings the other night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What he did?
Well, I was trying to help him out. We were Marco Poloing.
Mm-hmm. Which somebody asked you to explain Marco Polo.
It's an app. It's like a walkie-talkie
It's a
app.
video
walkie-talkie app.
Yeah.
And he was at the Burger King out in the parking lot.
Wendy's. No, maybe it was Burger King. I don't remember. Anyway. Yes.
And I realized he was around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And so, me being the type of guy that I am, that I want to help my friends and promote my friends, I proceeded into Marco Polo to promote his channel in the Bayou Bash.
Yes. Very loudly.
Very loudly.
In true Big Bear form.
And he complained.
So I found it funny at my job. I have to go with this whole poop thing real quick. So all of you iPhone users,
really?
I was looking the other day on my business phone, and I noticed there were like these little icons out at the bottom when you're trying to text somebody. And like one's like for the App Store and blah blah blah, pictures, all this stuff. Well, one had a little monkey that has his mouth open like he was laughing. So I didn't complain, you fibber. I had left Burger King.
Yeah, you were in the parking lot.
And so anyway, I noticed that there was this little monkey with his mouth open like he's laughing. So I clicked on it, and then I realized it brings up these emojis that are different things. Like one's a tiger, one's a monkey, one's a bunch of different stuff. Anyway, one of the ones that there was a poop emoji. And you can talk and move your eyes and move your face and move your head around, and this poop emoji dances around.
So she's been going around the house all weekend talking as a poop emoji. But then has the audacity that when I do a dad joke, tells me I am immature and I need to grow up.
My kids thought it was funny, so I'm just saying. Yeah, it was funny. I had a really good time talking like a poop. And then, of course, they call me a poop head. So
see, that's one of the things that I love about my friend Brett Broussard. He gets dad jokes. He loves dad jokes. Me and him, when we get there, It's on. It's going to be a dad joke Olympia.
Sorry.
I think that's what we need to do.
Oh no. How did the farmer get his wife? He tracked her down.
Brett, I think we need to be at near the end of the Bayou Bash. It needs to be you and me up on stage, dad joking.
That'll get everybody to leave quickly.
Might even get people to clean up, too.
Hey. If you don't clean up behind yourself, we're going to keep it up.
Yeah.
Abby's eyes are going to be rolling so hard.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. How funny.
Yeah.
So what else did we get done this week? You said it was a really busy week.
It was a really busy week.
Dad joke of the day. I just ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. That's funny.
That's funny.
Peace, Love, Homestead. I got a chance to meet her. She said, I love my blue neck warmer scarf I bought from you at HOA. You were right about the color. Yep. She was going back and forth about what color, and she kept saying, but I already have a navy one. And then she put the navy one on. And
so she got a neck warmer?
She got the shawl that she...
Oh. Now she needs the nose and mouth warmer.
Yeah, no. No. Did you watch the Thanksgiving challenge video from Garden for Cheap? He started
watching it, and then it was time to go on live.
Broussard says the Bayou Bash is June 20th. Hold on.
Stop. Somebody snuck in.
Oh, yeah? Who?
She snuck in.
Oh, look at him.
But, we all got to kind of look. We kind of got to look down a little bit. All right. Amy, get up on the stool and say hi to everybody. Amy for real's in the house. Y'all, hey, Amy. Love you, Amy.
You're absolutely right, Cecilia. She said you have to start now so that you'll have more for next year.
Mm-hmm.
I literally did have people, sitting at the table
waiting for
me to finish. Did you hear about the Alaskan eye doctor that couldn't see eye to eye with anyone? He was an optical illusion. That was funny. That was very funny.
So, December 31st.
Yes.
New Year's Eve.
Yes.
We are going to release a premiere video. In that video, we will tell you what our goals and what our plans are for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It's also going to give an opportunity for all of y'all to also possibly have a hand in whether we succeed or whether we fail. Those of you that are real close to us, we may be reaching out for, how would you call it? Support. That's the best way. And Robin and I sat down and we basically said, if we fail, we're done. We're done. If we fail at the 2020 goal, we're done. Plain and simple. We're at the poker table. It is I don't know anything about the poker, so except for I was going to try to use the analogy of all in, but I don't know anything about poker. So
I really don't.
It's the bottom of the ninth. The bases are loaded. And we put in a designated hitter and made Casey sit down.
Never give up. Well, this is kind of a poop or get off the pot kind of.
You just can't stop with the poop, can you?
No. Mm-mm.
Can't stop with the poop.
You might say.
Stop it.
I have diarrhea of the mouth.
Our HOA, Homesteaders of America recap video will be coming out on Tuesday. Robin was able to sneak. That was our plan this year. We made it our mission. This was our third year, fourth year?
For what?
The HOA.
Third.
The
third, I don't want to say third year because really it was from the first to the second was 1 year, second to the third was 2 years.
So our third
it was the
HOA.
third conference. There you go. Sorry, I'm a weirdo.
See this hair? We're splitting it. Our third HOA. And the very first HOA, Amy was walking around, and if you weren't at your table, she was like, whoop-ow!
No, she wasn't.
Get back over there and do a demo. Whoop-ow! The second year, not so much. And really, she wasn't the first year, but I just like to say that to watch her get her dander up.
So mean.
This year was absolutely, positively, fanatically awesome. And there's probably a whole bunch of other adjectives that I can say in there. I just don't know them.
I don't even know why fanatically fits in there, but...
Because I was fanatically happy
anyway.
that there was breaks.
Yes. Which was very... We've talked about this a little bit.
And so, while there was those lulls, those breaks, Robin was able to grab the GoPro and go around and get...
Kinda.
A good amount of footage for us.
Not a whole lot of interviews. Because I'm still kind of working my way into that. But.
And so... Boom. Got that. Next year at the HOA, I've already started talking to Amy. Big Bear Homestead's up in its game. Our demos are not going to be just about trapping.
Are you going to do anything on tanning? Because I saw Amy put out a thing about different stuff that people wanted to see. And they did ask about some tanning and working hides and stuff. Are you going to do that like you did the first year?
If Amy wants me to, I will. And I will bring the stuff to do it. If that's what you want me to do, just let me know. And I'll make sure it's in the truck.
What you going to talk about at the bash, Boudin?
I don't know anything about Dan's booty. I'm going to talk about predator control. I thought that's what you wanted me to talk about. But anyway, I'm already excited about my demos for next year at the HOA. I'm not going to let it out of the bag. I want to keep it kind of suspenseful. But that is definitely a set of demos that you don't want to miss. Because we're up in the game. Rest of y'all better come big or go home. Of course, I really got to figure out how I'm going to get it. But I got a whole year. So.
Yeah.
Super excited about it. And we will stay going to the HOA until Amy gets tired of me. Amy and Nana get tired of me, and they say, "Look, we need a break from you." So,
are you planning on using Blaze's live bait for next year's demos?
that is such a wonderful thought.
Yeah, Loma Acres, we're up in ours too, at least double the stock. We're the same way. We have to start building stock this year.
I was very proud of you this year. Most the first year and the second year, I couldn't keep a coon cuff. They were hot items. This year, it was affirmation for me. Mm-hmm. Everybody was coming up to me saying, I bought the rat traps the first year. I bought the coon cuffs the second year. I bought this at the live conference. I bought this at the shindig. And I was getting all the stories about the critters and the predators that they were catching. Mm-hmm. And so it was kind of more of a, at least for me, it was a...
Hey, reap what you sow. Good job on the game tonight.
I feel like I owe your quarterback $1, but I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, no kidding.
But Robin, boy, you sold a bunch of soaps
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of things. And there was what, Amy? Close to 5,000? Well, I heard 5,000? 3,000?
It was 3,000.
I heard it was 3,000 the first day.
No, she said that, and it made sense. She said everybody was comparing numbers to last year based on like what ticket sales were. But the thing was, is because of the weather last year, even though people bought tickets, they didn't show up. So she's saying that when everything finally panned out, it was a true 3,000. But they're anticipating more next year. So they're going to have to open up more space to be able to accommodate that next year. So
that's awesome.
So definitely got it in the works. And we went, we kind of listened to none of the aprons sold. We kind of listened to what customers were asking for. There were a couple of different soap requests that people, we had more than one ask for. And we kind of jotted all that. That was one thing we did, was kind of a debriefing after it was all said and done. We're going to probably add some stuff with our grapevines this year, and a couple of other soap related, crochet related things.
Now, for you guys that have not didn't make it this year to the HOA, look, there is a membership that you can sign up for. I don't have the link yet, Amy, but you can join to to get your HOA membership.
Right.
And now, with that membership, if you go and you miss a speaker or something, they can you can watch it online.
Yeah.
And then there's lots of other benefits that go along with the membership, like pointers, different, some of the demos, people, and different people, they'll write up little articles and share, maybe even share. I think Amy said that some even share some videos that are strictly just there for members only.
I'll get Quinn to find it Monday, and you can still share all the time. Yeah.
Cool. And so, look, if I wasn't a part of the HOA family and doing demos and stuff, and I couldn't make it, I would definitely be a member of it. Just because, I've been all 3 times. I still have not had the opportunity to break away to hear Salatin speak. But when they release those videos, Fat Boy's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're good quality videos.
Right.
I mean, you can't kick it. You can't. So it's just like $25. Right, I mean,
it's super affordable.
Yeah.
All right, Heirloom Permaculture coming to you from Mother Earth News Fair.
Awesome sauce.
It's nice to see y'all.
Speaking of...
Is there a squirrel stuff? I got squirrel Woodstock in my yard.
Speaking of Mother Earth News, Joe Salatin's hosting it.
Yes. One of them, yes.
One of them, yeah. Are we going?
No.
Why not?
That's a long drive.
And we'll stay at Amy's house. No?
No.
You don't think Amy would let us stay at her house?
I don't think Amy would want us to stay
I'll just
at her
ask
house.
Mark.
With brand new baby. No.
I'll ask Mark.
We're going in July. You should come. It's July. It's gonna be so. See, that's our problem, Amy, is just trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. Like, I would love to just throw my hands up in the air and be like, I'm not selling rock anymore. To clarify, that would be granite. I'm not selling granite anymore. What?
Just the way that you feel. Look, everybody is not from Elberton.
So here, the saying is either you sell rock or you sling it. Okay? So when I say sell rock, I mean granite. But I would love to just throw that to the wayside and be able to make a living working from home or on the road or wherever and being able to do that. And no, I had TNR, you didn't hear earlier. I'm getting ready to send everything out this week. We had like 12 packages to send out, and the post office has lost their ever-loving mind because they want like $7 to send one package. So that's like almost $100. So I had to kind of wait to be able to send everybody stuff out, but it's coming. No, I meant sure.
But in all intent and purposes, we could probably go up there for the weekend. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I would love to be able to...
Is Mark going, Amy?
Yeah, send it via a certain way. Yeah, yours will be. It'll be like 3 something, but I've got to be able to go to the post office to do that. I can't do that from home.
Okay. Hi, Lance. How you doing, brother?
Who's Lance?
His friend.
Huh? Oh. So,
Mark hit me up on Marco Polo.
Uh-huh.
Mark for real.
It's a Friday and Saturday. Mark is going.
And we had... He really got my wheels turning. And I want all you other hunters out there, I want you to think about this. They are having, around where Mark is, they are having issues with the chronic waste disease with the deer.
With the deer. Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of preparedness folks, a lot of survivalists out there that they feel like that if anything ever happened, they could just go and hunt their food.
Right.
And Amy's probably at the house going, why is he doing this all the time? And I don't know why I'm doing this all the time.
Just having fun with it.
Just having fun with it.
Just roll with it.
But Mark brought up a very good point. If this kind of stuff doesn't get nipped in the bud now, you're not gonna be able to go hunt anything. Although some of this stuff with a lot of the wild game with this chronic waste stuff.
Yeah, you won't be able to hunt them anyway.
You're not gonna be able to eat it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a waste.
And so he brought up the question: do you think that this chronic waste disease has origins in with all of the Roundup Ready and all of the sprays and stuff? And I was kind of like, dude, that was deep. That was deep. And so I got to thinking about it, and he's probably got a point, because I never, and I started doing some research because he got my wheels turning. I cannot find any type of disease like this. And I went back, I basically went back 50 years ago. Anything, basically in a 50-year cube, after that 50-year cube, I started looking then.
He told me he could see you thinking that day.
This kind of stuff wasn't around. Basically from the 1970s back, this kind of junk wasn't happening. And in the 1970s, that's when the Department of Agriculture
Hey, Brad!
came out, and basically the head of the Department of Ag, he said, go big or go home. And that's when a lot of all of these, where they pay for the corn, what's it called? Government
subsidies.
Subsidies started coming around. I think I touched my eye with my finger. I can't remember if I did or I didn't. But anyway, that's when all of this stuff started coming out. And it started with DDT. Peach beat me to it.
Yeah.
And bam! All this stuff started happening. And then, all of a sudden now, 40, 50 years later, all of a sudden now we got this chronic waste disease.
I love it. You know what they called organic food back in the 50s? Food.
Food, yeah.
Food. Yeah.
So, I wonder if there's a way that you could get somebody that wasn't going to get paid off, that could actually do some testing to find out if it has any type of origins with that stuff. I would be really
Well, I don't know how accurate
intrigued.
it is, but I've seen some commercials where they're actually like Monsanto's getting sued for stuff. Are they not?
Yeah, they're starting to get sued
Roundup.
left and
I'm sorry, Roundup is not Monsanto, but
Same.
Roundup. Kind of like how they're investigating Lyme's disease and ticks originating as a weapon from the gut. Yeah.
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 And I'd be really interested to see if it could get traced back to stuff like that. Or maybe let's play devil's advocate here for a second. Maybe it's because the human population is growing and we're taking out a lot of their habitat, and then we've got all of these people screaming animal rights, and the deer for one is getting overpopulated in a lot of areas, and then when you have that population boom happen, you have diseases like this come in to play, because that's one of the things from if you go 60s, 50s back, it was in around the 20s, the mid-20s, the white-tailed deer was almost extinct. And it was because of conservationist hunters that they started putting
Bye, Josh.
seasons into play and regulations that the deer population was able to bounce back the way that it was. Same way with turkeys. Same way with bears. All these other game animals. And so I wonder if that has a key role in it. And the reason why I say that, I'm not trying to take anyway, because there's a part of me that believes wholeheartedly that it's from, like how Mark says, it's from that Roundup Ready stuff. It's from all that stuff.
Right.
Because I believe that more than the human population, but I also have to take into account some of my education and my experience where when you watch a specific population of animals or predators start to take a foothold in a certain area where they outgrow their food source, then you do get to start to see different diseases start to creep in, because as these animals are starving, remember, your immune system starts in the belly. And so...
Nice.
So...
I want to read something real quick. You're talking about gut health, and that's good. So Amy said, yes, it's now Monsanto Bayer. The biggest food supplier is also now the biggest pharmaceutical supplier. Let that sink in.
Well, let it sink in. Look what Amy just said. We had someone from Monsanto at the conference this year.
Yeah.
They announced themselves, or were they like running around in a that's giving me goosebumps. That tells you right there, Amy, you and Nunda are making a difference. Your conference is making a difference, and you done got the big dog scared.
I got an email from them. Huh.
Ooh. See, now you got me nosy. Now you got me nosy, and I want to know what they said.
It's amazing.
All I can say is...
Good job.
Good job.
You're on their radar. You're too funny.
I'm proud of you. All 5 feet of you.
Hey.
Okay, 5'2".
Stop being mean.
That is the cutest baby in the history of babies.
Pharmacooties. Yes.
And she didn't even let me hold him.
That's it. I'm leaving.
She didn't even let me hold him.
She didn't let it. I mean, I'm sure she.
I don't blame her though,
because she had him.
And look,
tied up and.
Look, I'm
perfect.
not whining, Amy. Look, I probably, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't have let me hold him either. Because look, think about it from a mom's point of view. She don't know how many hands I shook that day. No. She don't know how many high fives I gave that day, or hugs, or whatever. And there was 3,000 plus people there.
Naturally, North Carolina. What's up?
I wouldn't have done it at all. I'd have kept that baby in that what's that thing that she had? What's it called? The papoose,
sling. I don't know, whatever she called it. There are different names for him, but she had him hooked up and ready to go. From the live feed I saw, no one held her.
Yeah,
yeah. She.
And I wouldn't have let anybody.
I mean, the thing is she had him cocooned, and he was in there, and he was good, and yeah, very few people. I think I saw a couple, but it's just. It was so much easier for her because she was basically hands-free and able to run around and do everything she needed to do, and he never left her. I mean, he was right there with her the whole time, which was awesome.
That wasn't that baby. That was Elk and Anchor's baby.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be honest with you. If I'd have been in Amy's shoes and somebody went to grab the baby, I'd probably be throat punching people. You know, 3,000 people, guys. Come on, that's a whole lot of cooties going around. Yeah. And tiny, precious newborn? Nope. No, but he's just the cutest little thing.
Oh, he is. He's adorable.
He's doing cheese.
Oh, and Amy, I'll have you know, we talked to Junior a little bit more this year.
Yes, I forgot to tell you this, Amy. You are raising an outstanding young man. He has a great head on his shoulders, and he is quick.
Yes, he's quick.
So, I went up there, and he was in the golf cart.
Oh, dear Lord.
He was in the golf cart with, he always picks on me.
Tim
Beverly. And he looked at me and he said, Mr. Jason, I'm buying one of your traps. And I was like, oh, you are? And he's like, yes, sir. And I said, well, what if I don't want to, what if, you know.
What if I'm not going to sell you?
What if I'm not going to sell it to you? And he looked at me and he goes, well, then I guess you ain't going to make that money.
And then I asked him, because the very first year that we met Junior, he is just the cutest kid. And he and Ladessa were about the same size. And they're close in age. And so we were like, hey, Junior, come talk to Ladessa. And so Junior started telling us that he wanted 19 children.
21. I thought it was 21.
21 children. And then he backed it down to 19. And a bunch of other things, and he cooks and he cleans, and you know he does all this stuff with his mom, and so we used to give him a hard time about it. Last year we gave him a hard time about it. Well, this year I asked him, I said, "So you've gotten a couple years under your belt. Are we still at 19 kids?" And he said, "Oh no, I changed my mind on that." And I was like, "Really?" And he said, "No, now I just want 5." I was like, "Just 5?" Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I just want 5." And I'm like, 5. Okay, 5's a little bit more manageable than 19. So anyway.
But I thought it was absolutely hilarious when he said, well, I guess you ain't going to make that money.
Mm-hmm. It was so cute.
So, but he never came down, Amy, to tell me which trap he wants.
Yeah, we didn't. Never got a chance to talk to him again.
I kind of need to know that, and I want to send it to him.
He was sneaking around in a video checking out the girls. I can't remember which video it was. Yeah, he's definitely he's a little
he's spunky.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's great.
I love him.
He's a perfect combination of Amy and Mark together. Like you can tell the personality meld. He's like he's got
Mark's good looks and Amy's spunk.
Amy's pretty too, so I mean, she, you know.
I can't say that. I'm married.
Oh, well, gotta jump off. Got Amara tonight, and it's yeah. Okay. What the hell does that mean? Look, he just won't say that you're pretty because he's a married man.
And Mark's bigger than me.
But Amy's pretty too. They're definitely like when you look at and even the baby, they have this perfect. Both of them look.
I forgot to tell you something.
What?
Mark.
Ooh, okay, I'll let it slide.
Mark. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it out loud because I don't want to get Mark in trouble with Amy. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't want to get my buddy in trouble.
Anyway.
I'll put it this way: a horse is involved.
I don't even want to know. Anyway. No, tell her now. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Yeah, no. Go ahead and tell me.
Nope, I'm not a gossip.
That was mean. Because you are a gossip. Jason, if you can make tracks cheaper than True Catcher, Safeguard, or Tomahawk for trapping cats, I could send you a lot of business. We don't make them. We're just a distributor. Fine, he's already in trouble now. I knew that it doesn't matter whether you say anything or not.
I could make them cheaper.
I don't know.
You know, TNR, let me get back to you on that, because that's been something that when I've been in my secret place with the Lord that is kind of been back here, and now that you're saying that, it's kind of making it. You know how when you're in your secret place with God, and sometimes you're talking to Him, and sometimes He drops something on you, and you're kind of like, God, that's just not going to happen. There's no way I can do that. And God is God. He doesn't push.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love me some Amy. Don't change the subject and bring Jesus into it. Tell her.
And
Jason, have we met?
And so it's just okay. Look, but you got to promise not to get upset with Mark. I'm not saying if you to promise not to get upset with Mark. I don't think he would get in trouble, but I don't know.
Yep, he changed the subject. Yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Mark's cousin.
She probably already knows.
Yeah, she probably already knows. Mark's cousin or something has a bunch of has some hunting land up there. Mm-hmm. But we got to get up to it via horseback.
Oh.
And he was going to arrange a hunt for us to come up. Because Mark was very upset with you because you would not let me leave the booth to go off with him and John. That's why they kept pulling
up. So this is what it is. First it was blame Amy. Now it's blame Robin.
How's that? I wasn't blaming Amy then.
No, I'm saying the last 2 years you blamed Amy for cracking the whip that you couldn't leave your booth. But now...
Well, Mark and John didn't come ask me to leave the booth.
Oh, geez. That was nothing. I know, right? Like... So, I never said you couldn't leave the booth.
When I went to go get in that golf cart with... Ooh, maybe I shouldn't be saying this with Amy in here. When I went to go get in that golf cart with Mark...
Suburban, eat that chili. That sounds good from a
we
night
were
like
go
tonight.
to,
Don't you know it's never a man's fault? I know, right? It's never a man's fault.
When we were all going to go to Walmart, and you were like, no, you can't go.
No, now wait a minute. When you said something about leaving the premises, I said don't leave because I saw what the parking lot was like. It was ridiculous. Like, that's one thing. If you're a vendor, and I mean, you got to make sure that you either bring enough money for the food vendors or you pack some snacks, because it was a little crazy trying to leave the parking lot, go into town and do something, and come back. Yeah, leaving the premises, but he knows you just can't. The first year was only 1 day, so it wasn't a big deal.
No,
but at the end of that day, we were dehydrated. We were not prepared for that. The second year, we learned from it. And so we knew to bring some. We brought water.
See, that's the situation I was talking about.
They did go to Walmart.
Yeah, because they may or may not have used some. Come on, let's go.
Oh.
Because I think we were going to take the scenic route. Because Mark wanted to show me some deer.
Yeah, I'd have been ticked.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. No, I would have been ticked. Yeah. Especially, yeah. Anyway.
See that look on her face? I'm in trouble and I didn't even go.
No, you're not in trouble. I just, we talked about this last year and we just didn't do it, is we were going to go up like either a day earlier or stay a day behind or day later to be able to hang out with them, but it's just Amy is super and crazy busy with
that's
the
a good
conference.
Question now that we have Amy in here in front of everybody. We can put her on the spot. What would it be better, Amy, for us to come and help you guys set up and clean up? Because we really
Yes, you should come early. Stop eating dinner with all the cool people and eat dinner with us.
Okay. I'm just going to lay this out there just like this, just for a second. This is like the first time ever in my life I got to hang out with the cool people.
I know, right? We're never with the cool kid club.
So I love you, Amy, but I'm gonna ride this horse. How that song go? That Blaze is always singing. Gonna ride this
my horse to the old town road.
So I'm gonna ride it. But seriously, what would be better? Because that was one thing.
Maybe the day after.
The very first year, I enjoyed thoroughly going to help set up. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the fact when Marquise because Marquise is...
He wasn't here, yeah. No, come before, not after. I'm grouchy.
All right. Marquise is not in here tonight, but he is...
And he wasn't here this year.
Because he's at college now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he's associated with the frugal... Was it...
Fundamental home.
The fundamental home. Look, this kid is like...
He's a brick house.
If he wasn't so gentle, he would be this generation's Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, he is.
And if he played ball.
Big boy.
Okay?
Stop.
We were, at the very first year, they had these big, huge, heavy wooden bleachers. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, I'm no slack. Okay? I can hold my own. But I squatted down to get my corner of the bleacher. And Marquise just went to picked up the whole side. He was like, woo! And the part where you put your foot came like right here by my chin. And I went back. I'm like, whoa, big boy. Whoa.
Yeah.
Slow down.
You about to run somebody over with the
You almost cleaned my clock and the conference ain't even here yet.
Yeah, hadn't even started.
He's the kind of guy that at his homestead, he's probably picking up full-grown cows and talking about where you want it, Dad. Mm-hmm. But just he's such a gentle young man.
You got it, Brett.
So I kind of really missed him this year. Jano!
Holy, what is up? I forgot about those bleachers. I know. Look, we got spoiled last year because the setup and everything was,
So I want to get back to that. I want to come back and start helping set up.
So maybe we do need to plan on coming a day or so early.
You just tell me how many days when you guys start setting up, and we'll
can
get there to help.
Yeah.
But I really, really missed that.
Now I'm jealous I didn't get that yell when I came in. It's because we haven't heard from Jane in forever.
Well, I mean, here, I'm just going to drop this.
Setting up on Wednesday. Okay.
Me and a certain tattooed big guy, Buzz, go back and forth every month because, look, my buddy, I love Jano with everything I got. Okay? He's one of my best friends in the whole world. Mm-hmm. And I am so proud of him. Yep. He got a jersey. Sponsored jersey this year. Jano's bait business took off.
Yeah.
He's super successful now, y'all.
Yep.
He's almost world famous with it. Okay? I don't know about that. I'm just making that up. But he's still...
In our minds, he is.
He's still humble Jano.
Yes.
Though, okay? But so Jano and I, we're supposed to call each other. We rotate who calls who each month. Mm-hmm. It's been somebody's turn, and I've been patiently waiting for 2 months now.
Oh.
Not that I'm kicking a certain big, goofy, ugly, tattooed dude under a bus.
Who can't cook gravy.
I didn't go there.
Number one thing on my cookbook. How to not do gravy.
Just saying, brother. Miss your phone calls. I know you're super busy. I'm super duper uber proud of you. I love you, man. And
LOL, not quite, but busy as heck. Just got home a little bit ago, been nonstop since Monday. Yep,
I know.
That's exactly right. We get it.
And that's why, I mean, I'm making jokes right now. I get it. I understand, brother. I love you. I'm super proud of you. And I pray for you constantly. And I do nothing. I want nothing more than continued success. Because you're one of the people, or the small group of people, that I call my inner circle, my close personal friends, that deserves to be successful, and you're one of them, brother, and I am so proud of you.
Absolutely. So Amy said they're going to set up on Wednesday next year.
Okay, we'll be
so
there.
we could definitely do that. And we may, because what we did this year is we came in on Wednesday to do the class on Thursday, which wasn't. But anyway, so Thursday we would kind of be, I don't know.
Well,
we could
let me ask you this, because we have not touched on this. Okay, I gave my class, and unfortunately,
hey,
my class. Amy said this year she was on the phone with a lady for almost an hour, trying to talk the lady into basically selling my class for me.
Yeah,
and I agree.
That's what we think.
I agree, and but you took a class.
I did
this year.
I did,
and you have not stopped talking about that class, guys. In all seriousness, I'm not trying to be a super salesman for the HOA tonight, but in all seriousness, Robin took the Heirloom farm butchering class.
Well, it wasn't even supposed to be butchering. It was supposed to be more of like preserving without electricity, basically.
And I've been met with this beautiful woman, my best friend, for almost 15 years. When we met, she was not to a level of confidence about anything like she was, and she is now when she came out of that Heirloom farm class. Okay? Robin has not stopped talking about the stuff that she learned in that class, to the point where I'm nervous about my pigs right now, because some of them, they're not quite at that age, but she's got this itch to dive in. Okay? And Ladessa got to sit in on Patty Alderman's class again. Patty Alderman invited her here as kind of like a little helper, to go into her class, because she sat in Patty's lecture at the Homesteading Life Conference, and she
took to it like
a duck to water. Okay, Daddy lost before the Homesteading Life Conference. Jason was down to 220, 215. Since Homesteading Life Conference, I'm back up to fat boy weight, because Dessa has been making all kinds of sourdough bread, everything. Sourdough pretzels,
crackers, whatever.
And then Patty came here, and then they made this breakfast thing that I ate the whole thing. Oh, man. Well, she sat in with Patty's thing and was doing Patty's things, and now Ladessa's all super excited again and talking about basically doing
cinnamon rolls
and all these other
cheesy
things,
bread, all kinds of stuff.
Okay, that's two different people from two different classes. Now, the feedback I got from the gentleman that took my class was basically kind of the same thing. Okay, but I'm not tooting my own horn there, but and I watched some of the folks that were in JJL Forge, his blacksmithing one. They were coming back during the thing, and even still continuing to work in his booth. Okay? And these classes, these hands-on workshop classes, you're not going to find them anywhere else.
Not the caliber that, yeah.
These classes are hardcore. They are get your hands dirty, like the rabbit one. The rabbit one's been going since both years, okay, since they started these classes. Every time he sells out, and every time you hear people talking about his class all the time, and then you see posts on Facebook and rabbit forums and stuff talking about it. And so, if you're able to get the time off to come to the HOA, schedule that extra day
as part of
it to take these classes. The amount of knowledge and experience that you will leave with, you won't get anywhere else. You won't get them at any of these other get-togethers or conferences or anything. This is strictly an HOA thing that I don't know, even if somebody even tried to start doing it, I don't know if they could top it.
No, because they're picking like the lead in their field to be able to do these classes. Like this is the second year that Anna's done canning. Mm-hmm. And everybody, one of the people that I took the butchering class with, his wife went to the canning class. And she learned a ton of stuff. They talked about canning potatoes and a whole bunch of things that I heard her talk about.
Now, natural NCS, what kind of prices are we talking about for the workshops? They range. They range.
Yeah.
Okay. My very first year, mine
75 and 175.
Right. Mine was way up there, and they were getting a lot of traps and stuff. This year, I dropped mine down way low, and so it really depends on the class. If you are leaving with stuff physically in hand, that class will probably end up costing you more than one just sitting down taking notes and stuff like that.
Well, but I'll tell you that's not necessarily true, because the class that I took was the most expensive, the 175. I didn't leave with anything physically in my hands.
Did you leave with stuff in your belly?
But I did get to eat some awesome prosciutto and some salami and
See, and that's another thing. You hear that? She started pronouncing salami different now.
Salami.
Salami.
Yeah, and pancetta and, a whole bunch of different things. And I've always known what those things were, but the process of making them, even having the confidence to take the pork belly that we have in the freezer and to actually preserve it and smoke it and all of that. Oh, which somebody asked earlier about, is your smoker done? We're almost there.
Yeah, we ran out of the Thompson's water seal. We went and got some yesterday. We've got the rest of the back to put on, the shingles, and then the stuff down the front. And then we will crank it up, and we're going to be running it hardcore. There'll be a video on that coming out. Hopefully, I want to be done with that this week, so if the video's not coming out this week, it'll definitely be next week.
Is it Tanika? I want to do butcher. I may have to find a private class. They do, if you go onto their websites, Hand Hewn Farm, they do classes and workshops. So,
but they're all the way in Ohio.
Well, sometimes they do stuff in different parts of the country too. So, but Jason and I have talked about trying to find one that's somewhat close for us to be able to attend together, because they did the very first part of the class. They did the primal butchering of breaking it into the 4 basic parts, and then doing the loin and all of that.
Yeah.
Can I make bacon from frozen pork belly? I mean, yeah, you have to take it thawed out, and then you have to cure it and salt it and smoke it.
I'll put it to you this way, guys. This year, this HOA that just was over, that was the last year I was doing my predator control on the Homestead class. Because like Amy said, I get more of an attendance just by doing the demos. And so that's what we're going to stick to. And plus with us upping our game this next year with that demo, and maybe even doing the tanning demos and stuff, that's going to be better just doing the demos. I'm going to be taking a class. Too. Yeah. I'm going to be taking a class next year. Who
did your class? Hand Hewn Farm.
Yeah, that's the class I'm probably going to want to take next year, just because of how pumped up you came out of it.
Well, and
your confidence level of wanting to start butchering a pig.
Well, yeah, I sent my son a message because Blaze usually ends up cutting up the pieces before we start to processing everything. And I sent him a message like in the middle of the class. I'm like, hey, FYI, next butcher, I'll be there with you. And I still have to get my knife. I need my knife.
Yep. That's another great thing coming out of that class. I've been wanting to get a 410 shotgun for the girls for a long time. Robin keeps him hauling around about it. Well, I don't know. She comes out of that class and she goes, okay, you win. I'm like, okay, what did I win? She goes, you can go buy the 410. I'm like, okay. And she's like, and we're going to get some knives. And I was like, okay, I really like these guys. To the point I went up to them dudes and shook their hand.
They didn't know what to do. They're like, I just want to thank you. And they're like, well, for what? Yeah, it did work in his favor because he walked up to him and he's like, my wife took your class. And they're like, okay. And they looked over and saw me like, oh, okay. And he said, and from your class, I'm going to end up with a 410 and a new knife. Thank you.
And an apron. I talked to him to let me get one of their aprons.
Yeah.
So that's going to be cool.
Yeah. So definitely going to have all of that.
So guys, being for real, you guys know us. We're not going to cut any corners and we're not going to sugarcoat anything. The way that Robin came out of that class, the way Ladessa came out of the other class, the way my guy came out of my class, you're missing a lot that could help you. Because at the end of the day, let's just be for real here for a second, okay? At the end of the day, you get into this lifestyle because you want more freedom. You want to eat healthy food. You want to help try to fix a broken food system, and you want to be sustainable. Okay? You want to be free. Taking these classes at the HOA, whether it's the canning class, the butchering class, the sourdough class, all of the beekeeping class by the Homestead, each year take a different class, because all it's going to do is take your confidence level, your experience level, and catapult you to that end game goal of being self-sufficient, being more sustainable, and actually having true freedom where you don't have to rely on anybody else.
Right.
And because at the end of the day, that's what we all want. We don't want to have to rely on a broken food system that food is causing heart disease to go up, diabetes to go up, cancer to go up. We don't want to be a part of that. These classes that the Homesteaders of America, these hands-on workshops that they're offering for you, is the best way to immerse yourself into this lifestyle.
Well, I don't also care if empowers. It's very much an empowerment to be able to say, I know I can do this. I know that this is, because that's the thing. Okay, so anybody can go to a class. Anyone can take a class online. But the difference with these classes is they're not classes. They are intentionally called hands-on workshops for a reason. Because you're not just sitting in a class taking notes. That's what Friday and Saturday are for, is to sit and watch while people talk. Thursday is about rolling up your sleeves, getting your hands dirty, and actually doing it.
Yeah.
And so that's really what those classes are about. And that it's priceless. It was, when I saw the price on the class, but God had it in the plans for us to do it, because the minute that they dropped the class, I had just gotten my very first big commission check, and so we went ahead and did it then.
We're being real and we're keeping everything honest, right? Our big plans for 2020, Robin taking that class and coming out with the level of confidence that she's got, and the amount of information and knowledge that she left with that class, took a big section of
what our plans
were that were on my shoulders, and took like maybe half of it, 3/4 of it, and tossed it away.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's, from my point of view, that's huge. That was worth 10 times the amount that we paid for that class.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the level of confidence that this woman came out of that class with, she could have went to college for this course for 4 years and probably would have never came out with that level of confidence. So it's definitely something to look into, and I super highly recommend doing it, because these hands-on workshops, You're not going to get them anywhere else on
well,
any
and
other...
the concentration, because the thing is that Hand Hewn Farm is in Ohio.
Right.
You know, Anne, she is from
Washington State.
Washington State. Like, she's on the West Coast. You know, you've got Independent Acres. He's in Michigan. Like, all these people are from all over the country, and they're taking all of those people and putting them in one central location.
And I want to talk about Anne for a second, a farm girl in the making. Okay?
Very cool.
Let me gather myself here for a second. Everybody knows Apollo. Everybody knows what Apollo means to me, what he does for me, and what he means to my family. Everybody also knows that we've been struggling with Apollo with a bad ear infection. I have spent, I don't know,
hundreds of dollars.
Maybe close to $1,000 in vet bills over the last couple of years, trying to get this figured out.
Yeah.
I spent 5 minutes, and that's probably stretching it. 5 minutes with Anne. She asked me 3 questions. 3. And she said, he's got too much yeast in his diet. Get him away from it. And I shared that shared something along that line, to where Doug from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy also backed it up, and whammo. So now we are in the process of trying to learn about the raw diet for Apollo. Anne's supposed to be sending me some links. I got to reach out to her because I think she's probably passed out from exhaustion from the HOA to get those links. But not even 5 minutes with her. So that's the level of experience and knowledge that she has. Because my vet knew it was a food allergy. They just
didn't know where to go from there.
And she literally asked me 3 questions and she knew.
She forgets everything. Better reminder. Okay.
So,
well, we'll do that. We'll send her a message.
So, I'm not into the canning thing. That's that one. That's probably going to be the class she takes next year.
I don't know.
And because we can't have a class together. We can't do a class together.
No.
And
I don't know. I might take the rabbit one. But see, he's doing just butchering. I want to know, like, and he even corrected or tried to correct me because he likes to give me a hard time. But my thought process is it is too dang hot to raise rabbits where we are here. But then I see my friends down at Reap What You Sow doing a colony of rabbits, and it works. So I would like to be able to pick his brain a little bit more. But see, the problem is he's in Michigan. It's cooler in Michigan. So I probably need to just pick Reap What You Sow's.
We invited him down.
Yeah, for May. When we have our our Memorial Day.
We invited him. Well, I invited him to come down at any point in time just to come hang out. And so he was talking about he may come down. And so I may walk him over there to that one corner that we were talking about, how we were talking about doing kind of like how Reap What You Sow has.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
All right, guys. We've been on here almost 2 hours. I cannot believe that.
What do you want to know about rabbits? Just, we've always had a hard time. Yeah, whatever you don't use ice water bottles for rabbits.
Amen to that one.
Yeah. We learned that one the hard way. You know what we've got an abundance of here that we can use is granite. Granite will keep cold pretty well, and you can put those in the refrigerator and let them absorb the cool, and then put them in their cages for them to lay on.
Yeah.
So
that's a good idea.
Anyway, so I guess we're just gonna call it a night.
I think so. We
haven't eaten dinner.
We haven't eaten. We haven't eaten.
That's why she came to ask. Where do we live? We're in Elberton, Georgia. Cheap ceramic tiles. See, I don't have to buy the granite samples that we get, so I can get whatever. And I also, and don't forget to wash your hands. But I can get stuff from local fabricators that they call scrawl. That's just leftover pieces that they can't use for anything. And we could put those in the fridge or the freezer and let them absorb all of the coolness, and then we could put those in their cage. But I don't know that we want to do cages. I think I really like the idea of doing the colony. We just have to figure out how to make sure. It's a big thing for us to make sure that we contain our animals because we have fun people that live in front of us and across the street.
Okay.
Anyway.
God, don't like ugly. All right, guys. Well, we want to thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us and sticking around for this super long live stream.
But it was fun.
Again, Amy's going to get me that link. I will put it down in this description. And then once I get it, I will do a video just talking about the membership and stuff like that.
Amy.
That way you guys can get the link and everything. Bring it back up to the forefront of your mind. I want to say thank you to the Broussard Homestead. Thank you for my cross. It will more than likely never come off. Thank you for the basil and the okra. And definitely just go ahead and I want a bucket.
You're not going to bucket.
I want a bucket.
So
Absolutely love this. So thank you. You guys, if you guys want to order a cross, these are handmade. He makes them. Brett makes them. Go on over to the Broussard YouTube channel. Hook them up. Subscribe to them. Send them a message and say, hey, I want one of them nice fancy crosses that the Big Bear's wearing. And tell them that I sent you. That way they know they're getting the love from me. And check out their Etsy store. Somebody put a link up for that for me, please. Also, Monday, Mama's going to have her video coming out. Check out the apron that she's going to be wearing in that video. That is made by one of our own, Spicy White Bear. And you'll be able to order that off of our website after Monday. So, you guys, thank you. Be prepared. The videos will start coming back on Monday. And thank you guys for hanging out, keeping up with us while we were trying to get duckies in a row for HOA and the big plans for 2020. So, a lot of the Easter eggs are going to start coming out now.
Because there's nothing else to focus on but that.
So be paying attention. There's going to be things in videos to help you guys
try to figure it out.
Figure this stuff out. If we owe you a box from the giveaway, it is coming. I promise. To be honest with you, we took everything with us to the HOA because we could not find the emails of who said that it was going to be there and who wasn't. And so we took everything there. So now, whatever that we have left, because I think Brenda was the only one that was there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So everybody else we're going to box up and ship out hopefully this week. It depends on how much Robin has to go to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So, guys, just be patient with us. It's coming.
We've got it. It's here.
Yep.
It's
not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And
hopefully it is going somewhere.
No, I mean, you know what I mean. So, thank you guys again. We love you guys. From myself and Robin, we want to remind you to plant smiles.
Grow giggles.
And harvest the love, baby. Yeah. Be kind to one another. Remember, God loves you. And recycle, reuse, repurpose. Give that wildlife a chance. Thank you guys, and we'll see you back here. Same bear time, same bear channel.
Good night, y'all.